Hi, I'm Hunter from Fulton Music Lessons, and today's lesson is going to focus on 4 different strumming patterns, 3 of which are in the time signature of 4/4, and 1 is in the time signature of 3/4. These strumming patterns are going to fit the majority of songs that are out there, but first we're going to need to look at the structure behind strumming patterns on the guitar. Okay, first we're going to have a look at the time signature of 4/4. That means that there are 4 beats per bar, and that's why you see the numbers below 1, 2, 3, 4. And in between these numbers, you're also going to see the word and these are going to be your off beats. And so one count of a bar would sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what we're going to do on the guitar is associate the beats 1, 2, 3, 4 with down strums, and then all of the off beats will be associated with up strums. Now we can use this combination of up and down strums to make a ton of different strumming patterns, and even the same strumming pattern between 2 different players will sound different depending on how it's played. But we're going to have a look at 3 strumming patterns in the time signature of 4/4 that every guitar player knows and uses. Before we get started on the strumming patterns, I'll add that we're using 4 chords from the key signature of G major. Remember, our G major scale sounds like this. And there are the 7 different chords that we can play below, and we're going to use 4 of them, which are G major, D major, A minor, and C major. Alright, so our first strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, down, up. And we're going to do the strumming pattern twice on each of our 4 chords. So as we play it through, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so get the feel for strumming practice number 1, and when you're ready, here is strumming practice number 2. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So we're going to do this strumming pattern twice on each chord, and we're going to play through just like we did on strumming practice number 1 with this new pattern. Okay, now once you're feeling comfortable with strumming practice number 1 and number 2, here is number 3. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And just like the other 2 practices, we're going to play through this strumming pattern twice on each of our 4 chords, and it's going to sound like this. Now make yourself comfortable with those 3 strumming patterns in the time signature of 4/4. We're going to move ahead now to the last strumming pattern, which is in the time signature of 3/4. So the time signature of 3/4 means we're going to take a beat out of our bar, and now we're left with 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. And if we associate our down and up strums with this now, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. And our strumming pattern for the 3/4 time signature is going to be down, down, up, down, up. And now if I add the 4 chords in the same progression that I did from my other practices, it's going to sound like this. Okay, now there are 4 great strumming exercises that you can get comfortable with, and those will help you play through a lot of the songs that are out there, whether or not you speed up the strumming pattern or slow it down. And we did all of these strumming patterns in the key of G major with 4 chords, which were G, D, A minor, and C, or the 1st, 5th, 2nd, and 4th chords within that G major scale. You can also do this with other keys like C, and you would use C, G, D minor, and F. Or you would do it with A, E, B minor, and D. You could do this with any key with that combination of chords, or you could switch the combination of chords up and kind of make something up on your own. If you have any questions or if there's any other topics that you want me to cover, please comment below, and thank you for watching.